Oh, yeah. Well, we got a show tonight? Who's late? Who's late? Here, I'll be. I did forget a few things. I didn't wire up the overhead cam. Who do we got in here? The weekend safety officer is here. The weekend safety officer is in the building. Recently joined the Discord. I noticed the safety officer. Where did I see the safety officer? In Maine? Marketplace? Then all of a sudden he's in the Collector Arthouse Discord. You know? He went astray, led himself into a bad neighborhood, and now here he is on the YouTube channel. We got Mitch UMD up in here, straight out of the University of Maryland. Mitchell, is my microphone working tonight? Something seems off. Something seems not right. You see that jizz arm hacking me in the skull? It's right there. There he is, baby. The Juan is still here. This one somehow did not hit reserve. I told you guys if it didn't, it might never leave this room. That's quite possible. I actually have it. I had it listed in the Patreon for $4,000 or best offer, and it's still available. So I'm probably gonna post that again publicly over the weekend, just so everyone's aware. You know, maybe people didn't see that and thought it was gone, but it's still there. It is still there. So if someone's interested, you could hit me up. So we got David Bosquet is in here, the Frenchman. Matthew Tash, what's up, man? All right. So we hit all 4 people that are up in the chat. And we got a few things to talk about. We're going to talk about SorceryCon. We're going to talk about the upcoming week because we got some news. We got a roadmap this week, says Dan. We did get a roadmap of what's going to happen this week. So we are in full spoiler season mode, as it turns out. Thank you, Mike Pelly. Says, congrats on the spoiler announcement. Thanks, man. Yeah, it was a pleasant surprise. Found out very recently. Just kind of came together. So now I am, the pressure's on, guys. I got to come up with a little something to do a fun reveal. So thank you to Chase and the team, Simon, Eric, of course, creator of the game, Nick Reynolds, design team, everybody, for the opportunity to spoil a Gothic card, which is going to happen for myself on Friday. It's going to be Friday, which is what, guys? November 21st? Gives me a little bit of time. A little bit of time to get that done. As you know, I'm a live show kind of guy. Straight improv is my game. So recording is, I do van recordings, and I do basement recordings with Arnold and Big Louie and some of the other boys, you know, down there in the poster. But not too much talking head content, as they say. So we got to get creative. Last year, if you guys hadn't seen it, I did the reveal of the Sherwood Huntress. Let's get the chat comments up in here, by the way. So I revealed I introduced the sorcery community to Sam McKinnon, who was a brand new artist in the Arthurian Legends set, and we revealed his beautiful Sherwood Huntress painting, which I actually have a copy here. This is artist proof, one of the 25 that Sam received. And it'd be much easier if I had that overhead cam set up, which I will do at some point tonight for the alpha break. But a beautiful artist proof by Sam McKinnon. That one just ended. So I had the honor to reveal that. It was a nice... my approach last year for Arthurian Legends, when I did the reveal in spoiler season, came on, kind of talked. I was watching it today, actually. I was like, what did I do? I kind of rambled for a while. I talked about my background a little bit and some of the, how the CollectorArthouse.com was featured in the Sorcery Kickstarter campaign. Eric liked the site. There's a lot of great content there that I've been adding to over the past, what has it been, like almost going on 4 years now? 3.5, 4 years? It's pretty insane. So it's rich, very robust content on there at CollectorArthouse.com. And, so I open up talking about that a little bit, how I'm an art enthusiast and, really excited about the artists, and showed a bit of the collection, some paintings, some cards and things. I did like a nice tribute to the artist type of deal. So now we need to figure out what is going to happen for this Gothic reveal. And the card I'm going to reveal is something I cannot yet reveal, but it is fun. It's got like a bit of a funny aspect to it. But it is a interesting card. Solid rarity level, I will say. And it's pretty cool, actually. It's pretty freaking cool card. It's pretty wild, pretty fun, pretty flavorful, and I think you guys are going to like it. So tune in Friday at some point. That will drop. I think Chase was saying, like, I could do the option of live or recorded. I think I'm going to go recorded. I think that's what we kind of settled on. So it'll be a little bit of work, but I think that's the right way to do. And I did have an idea that hopefully I have enough time to pull together, and we'll kind of see how that plays out. So please tune in for that one on Friday. And thank you, Mike Pelly, for mentioning that. All right, I'll get your comment off the screen. Come on now. Come on now. All right, what else were we going to talk about here? I was actually searching for something before I jumped on here and started seeing comments like, hey, this guy's late again. He's late. What's Brosif saying? Just purchased my early bird SorceryCon ticket live on Collector Arthouse stream. Can't wait to terrorize the realm and Mike's sanity this February. I'm not easily broken, if you haven't noticed yet, Brosif. Easily tested, not easily broken. The Mortal Brigade. What's up, man? Who's the Mortal Brigade? Are you new to the channel? It's great. New people are discovering the channel. Brosif has a strong jawline. We'll see about that. We might have to test that out. Does it look strong? Or does it hold up strong? Let's see. If he says the wrong thing, we might find out. You know? Yeah, you know. F-A-F-O, baby. F-A-F-O. All right, Agent Paco. What's up, man? Thanks for joining. Astral's in the house. Astral is part of the Alpha Break segment we're going to do. Let me get the overhead cam going. I was watchdogging it tonight, guys. All day I was watchdogging it. All right. All right, we're getting the overhead cam set up. All right. So it's kind of in like a kind of hazy, chill kind of mood, because I was at an elementary school all day. I was walking the perimeter. I was giving kids tickets and things. I was teaching them some math. No geography. No one asked me to teach the geography class, coincidentally, but the math, I was all over that. All right, what are we even doing here? We're talking about SorceryCon, is it? So SorceryCon is a massive event that happens fairly annually, roughly annually. What's up, Fabrock? So once per year, we get a sorcery set release. This year, Gothic is releasing very, very late, right? So late into the year, not late relative to some date that was announced. The date is the date. It was December 5th. That's the only date that's ever been announced. So it's right on time. And December 5th is the date. So, you know, we can't have SorceryCon on Christmas Day. Some people might get upset, you know? So we're going to do it in February. It's going to be February 19th to February 22nd. It'll be in Indianapolis, Indiana, which is, believe it or not, Indiana is a state in the United States. One of the 51 or so. It's growing. It's growing every day. You know, we got 3 more years under the current administration to add a few new territories. We're assessing a few, and we might fold a couple under. But right now we're at roughly 50-ish. And Indiana is where we're going to be. Indianapolis, the home of Gen Con. Will Jackson's up in the house. It might be cold, but here's the deal. You get on a plane or you get in the car, you know? This time of year, sometimes you flip it. Sometimes you don't want to be in the van, right? Because it's cold in there. We saw this happen with Richie Valens and Buddy Holly. They flipped for it, right? Who wants the warm seats? You want to freeze your ass off on the bus, or do you want to be on the warm plane? You know, you want to flip right on that one. So, but, you know, let's hope we all get there safely. You get to the venue, you very rarely even leave the venue, you know? Sometimes you want to go out for a dinner, fine, no problem. You call like an Uber or something. I did Uber for the first time in Baltimore, you know? I'm no tween. I'm no tween. I just downloaded the app and I figured it out, though. It's not too hard. and you could just bounce around town, right? So you call it up, someone picks you up, they take you where you got to go, and that's it. And then you're in the restaurant and you're back at the convention. But what happens is these conventions run all freaking day long, right? So we are going to have wall-to-wall events, right? SorceryCon last year, we're gonna and this year again, we're gonna have limited, constructed, draft play, learn to play on the side. So some of the main events are going to be over the weekend. You know, most people typically want to do that on a Saturday, so we'll look to do that Saturday and Sunday. But you could come in Thursday and Friday, and you could play all day long. There will be a lot of side events. We'll probably have the two-headed dragon format. I'm sure the Beasts of the Bay guys will come out and be happy to teach that, or people know how to play it at this point. You play that, and there's gonna be all kinds of events, right? A lot of play opportunity, just like you're used to at SCGCon, just like you're used to last year at SorceryCon. What else? We're going to have a lot of artists, guys, and I am talking to all of the artists around the world. It's already happening. I already have commitments from several artists, and they are coming from everywhere. It's going to be big. It's going to be huge. It's going to be exciting. You guys are going to see some amazing artists. There's going to be some artists returning who were at SorceryCon last year, and we should be seeing some new artists that maybe you guys have not met yet. And there's a bunch of maybes, a bunch of people that are looking into the logistics. They're waiting for more information, which days it is. We have that nailed down. It's going to be Thursday the 19th through Sunday the 22nd. We figured out how to support the artists in coming out. So that was really exciting. What can I say about that? The artist announcements are going to be starting this week. So you're going to want to be in the Sorcery Contested Realm community Facebook group. I will be posting there. Oh, Meadow Betting. That is I don't know. Something about that logo caught my eye. Does that logo show up? Look at that logo. What does that say? Is that what is that thing? That is a hell of a logo, man. Makes me feel like an absolute boomer chump with my art house thing here in the upper right. You guys seeing that? Compared to Meadow Betting, this guy is the real deal. Look at Mortal Brigade too. This guy's not messing around either. That's actually pretty artistic. That's right on brand. I don't know what I'm doing with this house thing up here. So as I was saying, the artist announcements are coming, and they're coming fast. They're going to be coming this week, and I think you guys are going to be excited about this one. It's very timely, very relevant. Be a fun edition, fun appearance this year. And I might announce 2 artists this week. Our goal is to shoot. We're probably going to look to do a pace of maybe 2 artists per week for the coming week. So join the Sorcery Contest Realm community Facebook group. The links are always in my show notes here, comment section, whatever you call it. And there is a SorceryCon Discord. There's a Collector Arthouse Discord. And I have a SorceryCon 2026 channel in there, so you guys can find that information. I often cross-post across the socials. So in the community group, some of the official sorcery groups, depending on the content and stuff that I'm putting out there, I'll cross-post sometimes. So just join all my socials in the comments. When you come to the event, as I was saying, you're going to play events all day. You're going to engage with the artists. You're going to do artist signings. You can get them to sign your cards. Gothic will be out, so you can get your Gothic card signed. A lot of people at SorceryCon last year were coming with complete sets of cards, right? Non-foils typically. You're not going to get your full foil set signed. It's really hard to get a full foil set to begin with. But you bring all your non-foils, and it's really awesome and fun to collect a full non-foil signed set. So bring those stacks. It really helps support the artist. Because signing's like an easy thing, right? They charge $5 a signature, or whatever the case may be. On average, I would say it's typically $5. Sometimes for Shadow, it might be $10. So you bring your cards, you get those signed, you budget for that. One other note, if we have international artists, and I'm working really hard on that, I'm trying to get some artists from other countries. Sometimes they're not set up for PayPal. They use Wise or different apps, different payment methods. So you might want to bring cash too to really help out the artist. You can pay cash. But think about those different considerations. Not all of them are set up for credit card payment. Sometimes PayPal is doable. Sometimes cash is easiest. But you get your card signed. That's going to be a ton of fun. And then if you're in the Collector Arthouse Patreon, we have the after parties, right? So when the doors close on the convention, which is not, they're open late, man. People will be in there till like midnight. They keep those doors open. I'm not sure on this one, on this venue. I got to talk to the team if it's going to lock up at night or if it'll be open around the clock. But we'll have an after party with the Collector Arthouse crew. If you're in the Patreon, if you guys want to sign up, you're welcome to come join us as well. I try to keep that like semi-exclusive because I invite all of the artists to come out and I provide adult beverages. It doesn't get too wild, you know. We're not gonna be like swinging from the fans and stuff, but we will, we'll have some drinks and we'll talk in a more casual, intimate setting. All hang out, really fun and cool. You could bring your significant other if you're traveling with them, or some of these animal kids, whatever whatever you got to do, you bring them all. It's a very inclusive atmosphere and it's fun. All right, we're gonna have a great time, and we'll try to get some food too. I don't know, the Chackin' Man, Joe has a Chackin' Shack called what is that Chackin' place called, guys? I'm blanking on it right now. It's hard to do this live content late at night. It's not like it used to be. Chick-fil-A is what he has. He has a location in Vegas. We'll see if he has connections in Indianapolis, and we'll see what happens. All right. So Pelly needs the European artist to sign Zelfa binder. Okay. All right. I'm trying really hard to get some European artists, man. Let me try to do something here, because it seems like when I go to, I'm going to do this. I'm going to give you guys something to look at here. So we're going to go with the overhead cam, and then my face won't be like, so, hey, say, look, all I have to do is click a thing. All right, I'll at least do that, right? It's like I go and, is my face now less zoomed in than it was at the start of the show? It's much better, right? I think I have some, there's some digital effect that makes me look like smooth AF too. Look at that face. It's not a wrinkle on that face. I can smile real hard, like ha ha ha. And there's no lines there. I just got an instant facelift from that zoom out. It's amazing, this technology. All right, what the hell are we talking about here? Oh, we got Agent Paco signing up. We got a 140-pound security guard here, ready to kneecap you guys. So don't mess around, all right? Chick-fil-A. All right. What was this about? I need to meet Emil Idzikowski, but I don't know if he really exists. I have talked to the family of this man. So expect maybe an interview on this guy, Maybe even a painting one of these days. You never know, man. I'll see. I'll see if he wants to come. Dude, the guy's artwork, sick. I've seen his originals, sick. Amazing talent. Amazing talent. But you're right, he doesn't exist on social media. It's very hard to get a hold of. I'll DM me if I need. Wait a minute. I'll DM me you. I need a painting. All right, man. All right. I think you're saying you are going to DM me. I might be able to help make a connection. Let me know. All right. Mike and Rudy are the real voice of the sorcery community. All right, man. Thank you. Well, thank you very much. I don't know if I'm in good company or bad company on that one. It depends on your side of the coin. We might be both equally polarizing somehow. I mean, we both just love TCGs. I love art. He loves magic. I don't know. Some people get mad. It's weird. It's a weird world out there. All right. I thought you were in on this, Fabrock. You need a roomie to save on expenses. I don't really know anyone in the community as well. Aren't there other people up in Rochester? The hotel's not too bad, by the way. It's $139 per night, room block. So it's pretty doable, really. That's a great rate. I swear to God, anywhere I go these days, I'm paying like $300-$400 a hotel. It's insane. I'm certain in Baltimore I was paying over $300 a night. So $139 is the truth. Oh, Brosif. Hope Dustin Broussard could come back and show off more of his talent. He needs to be on Sorcery. Brosif, I need you to send a message to our man Alex. Hey, if you guys want alters to come, you got to lean on my boy. Now we're looking at capacity. So certainly we're going to prioritize actual sorcery artists, right? But there are two alterists who you guys know very well and are very popular, very ingratiated in the sorcery community, who really want to come to this show. and I really want them to come to this show. So it's going to come down to a matter of table space. That is the thing. We're going to have some vendors there. We're certainly going to have a lot of artists there, and we got to make sure there's enough tables and capacity for these artists and these couple of altarists that I want to bring. And I think you guys will be really excited about the 2 altarists that I'm talking about. Really big time, high profile, exciting altarists that you guys love, that I love. Great people. So we'll see, guys. Really trying to make that happen, but we got to look at the floor plan and see if we can do it. All right. All right, guys. Any other questions on SorceryCon? Is there anything I did not cover do you guys want to know before we go to the next phase of the show? In which case, I will be covering the entire history as well as I know it and been able to research it and collect it, in fact, of the Death Speaker. I'm gonna grab a little painting on the shelf. By the way, Dan, did you spam the link to this live all over the socials? Because I forgot to do so. And it's saying there's only about 18 people up in here. What's the deal? What's the deal? Is it because Philo's opening shard bugs? I stumbled upon that as I was loading up YouTube earlier. Can we talk about the little dragon with Kairos? I don't know, man. All right, Dan's gonna go share the link. All right, what are we doing about what are the questions you guys have about SorceryCon? Anything at all? I might be able to answer some of them, at least some. We're gonna have some interesting stuff. We're gonna have some exclusives. We're gonna have some metal badges. I got the art figured out for those. So if you guys remember last time, we had 3 metal badges, and I have them. I thought I have them on a desk somewhere, but I got them laying around somewhere. And when you come to SorceryCon, you get a metal badge. And if you remember last time, guys, there was the Holy Grail artwork on the one side of the badge, and that was the common thing on one side of the 3 badges. And then on the opposite side, we had one of the knights from Elvira Shakarova. So we had the King Arthur, the Sir Lancelot, and Queen Guinevere. All right. This year, we're going to have another common art, a significant one from Sorcery. It really identifies, correlates or from Gothic, correlates to the Gothic set very tightly. And on the reverse side of those 3, we're going to try to have some interplay with this light and dark, angelic and evil type of counter forces from Gothic. And so those are really awesome. So you guys get one by default with your ticket when you come to the show, and then we'll have the other 2 for sale if you guys want to acquire all 3. And that's another way to really help with the costs of running like a real high profile, like very expensive show like this. So yeah, actually, let me touch on that point. So some people are like, "Hey, what was the ticket price, guys? $151 or something like that?" I think that's what we said. Was it 151? Somewhere around there, right? Like $150 to get in. And people are asking, like, is that the price for all 4 days? Yes, it is. It's a flat fixed price. Some people are asking, or sometimes some people will ask, like, can I just come for a day or 2 days? Is it less? We just got to have a flat fixed price to keep it simple, right? It's too problematic to track all these, like, here a little bit this day or that day. There's a capacity for these venues, right, to consider, and then just the logistics of payments and all that, and trying to police like which days you paid for, which days you're there, creates a mess, right? So we want to keep it simple, single price, flat price, $150. I think it is cheap. Dan says it's cheap. I know you can go to SCGCon and you pay nothing to get in the door, but you got to consider, like, SCGCon has Magic and Flesh and Blood and Sorcery and all these games, right? And they draw out thousands of people. SorceryCon last year, we had about 450 people. We would love to have 500 plus this year. That was my goal last year. I really wanted to hit that number. So I really hope we get there. I'm going to try hard to market and promote this thing and bring some of the greatest artists, as best I can, and really make a fun, multifaceted, amazing experience. But that the cost to have only a few hundred people and to rent a very large convention hall and then these breakout rooms that come with it, that's where we're going to have the after parties for the Collector Arthouse stuff. We're gonna have some breakout, special interest, like fun type side activities for people. It's a multifaceted thing, and there's a lot of cost to it, right? So we got to charge an entry fee, and then we got to charge to play in the events, but you get your money's worth, right? These are very memorable, significant, amazing experiences when you come to SorceryCon. It's unbelievable. All right, is lunch being offered on Saturday? Yes, I believe that is our plan. We will have lunch included just the one day. The deal there is, like, when we did Vegas last year, we had a massive food minimum that the venue required. I don't want to give out all the ins and outs, right? But that was a consideration, right? So we're like, how can we hit that and create value for people for their tickets? And we decided to provide lunch to everybody, and that was great. Like, we definitely want to do that for the artists, make their life easy as they're working the booth all day. For literally like all day. It's a really long day, and they work hard at these events. It is kind of a job for them, right? I mean, in a way, going to an event, they got to sell stuff. They got to make money to justify their time. They could be painting because time is money for them. When you're an artist, you got to produce. You got to produce paintings and altars and artist proofs. And if you're at a show not making money, that's a problem, right? It takes a long time to paint. Like, we take it for granted because we see altars and artist proofs every single day. But you got to consider, like, they're sitting down at their easel or whatever they're using, right, at their desk, and they're painting for hours and hours and hours, or days and days. You see how detailed and just the incredible detail and quality of their artwork. It's not trivial. It doesn't happen quickly. So, there's a cost to it, and there's an opportunity cost to not being able to do it when you go to a show. So I think they did well last year, and I appreciate you guys all being super supportive. They a lot want to come back. They had a great experience last time. Some with the timing, it's gonna be difficult. They're trying to get out of like wintry areas. I don't think we'll have Jeff Menges this year. Unfortunately, he had mentioned that he really can't travel in the winter months because he lives in Vermont and gets snowed in. So it's just too unpredictable. So we'll definitely miss him. But you will see some artists that you saw last year, and you will also see some different artists, which will be really exciting for people. And some of you will be coming for the first time to SorceryCon, and they'll all be new to you, and it's going to blow your mind. I mean, it's an amazing all-weekend event. It's incredible. Will there be... all right, guys. All right. You're making me choke. I'm choking on Dan's jokes right now. All right. And then the security officer is doubling down. He's worried about the safety of the food we'll be providing. Let's hope so, guys. I don't know. I'm not going to inspect it. All right, guys. So we got an exciting weekend going on here. All right, at the art house. I'm going to show you a couple things here. All right, so the debt dealer is going to be like the debt speaker is going to be a whole production. So let me just show you really quick. We got some Kaio action going on this weekend. Someone I was talking to the guy in the community, a guy you guys know in the community. So like, Mike, some people have a problem with the way you do things. You come across like everything's a grail, everything's amazing, blah, blah, blah. They don't like your approach. And I'm like, well, you want me to pretend not to like it? I mean, these artists are freaking amazing. So unapologetically, I'm going to call a grail. And I love the art, right? And that's why I have a lot of paintings behind me, which I personally own. Except unless you guys push me too far, the demon's going to stay here. Everything else is definitively mine. And you're not going to get it, right? Not going to get any of those. None of that leaves the art house. So that's off the market. But we got The Great Drowning of Men by Kaio Calazans. This was my personal favorite painting from him, from Arthurian Legends. I'm probably missing something. I feel like when I make that statement, I'm like, man, I don't know. All this stuff is so incredible. Is there something that trumps The Great Drowning of Men from Kaio? We have to go to the Collector Arthouse website in a minute to take a look and compare. But The Great Drowning of Men, when I saw this painting, I was like, are you kidding me with this? Dude, how long did this take you to paint? This is freaking insane. And like, I didn't know you could do water like this. Like, it reminded me immediately of Wrath of the Sea by Matthias Frisk from Alpha, right? Was it called Wrath of the Sea? I think it was, man. No, wait, I got to look it up now. I don't want to I don't want to bastardize the title of this thing or misforget. Man, I'm really losing my mind here. I gotta sleep more. I gotta do things. Oh, okay. All right. So I had an artist hit me up. I gotta turn my phone upside down. Can't be leaking details. Wrath of the Sea, indeed. Yeah, man. That was a sick painting by our guy Matthias. All right, so hang on. What we're gonna do is take a look at the screen here. Because I got the oh no, it's that screen. You guys seeing that screen? CollectorArthouse.com, right? So you go to cards, and then I went to Matthias Frisk right there at the bottom. I don't need that one. Don't need that. And there you have Wrath of the Sea. Let's take a look at here, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it like this. We're gonna find Kaio's handsome young mug, and we're gonna click on that bad boy. It's gonna take us to a page of all the Kaio cards. I like how that was designed. I did that for a reason. I really wanted to feature the artists as people. You know the person, then you know their work. That is the idea. You go to the website, you see the person, you click the person, you're like, oh, this guy looks cool. Let me see if you can paint. Oh shit, he painted that? Oh my god, that's unbelievable. All right, so he's got all his alpha stuff, and then oh my god, look at that lava flow. Look at this massive lava monster. Unbelievable. So I cast into exile. It's a sentimental piece. I really love that in a painting. Oh my god, I forgot about the Valley of the Light. The Valley of the Light might be number one, guys. I don't know, man. The Valley of the Light was insane. Absolutely insane. Oh my god, it's just like unbelievable. But I probably gotta give like a slight edge to Valley of the Light. I can't believe I forgot about that. But then you go to the Great Drowning of Men, and you're like, what? How did he do that? Right? And then he did this beautiful artist proof, right? That shows the Great Drowning of the Men. So they're on a fishing trip, right? And things get ugly. You stick to your buddies, you hold on tight. Some make it, some don't. Some get the small boats, some don't. So amazing artist proof by Kyle. That one's up for auction this weekend. So I wanted to take a moment to show you guys that. And Sunday. And now we're going to go through the history of the Death Dealer, right? Because we got 30 minutes to kill. We always kill an hour in the intros. Hang on. As soon as I figure out how my camera works. All right, guys. So here's the deal. Years ago, in a land well before sorcery artists were painting in the year 2000. Nah, I'm just kidding. Actually, they were, right? So the painting commissions, they started around 2017, 2018, let's say, roughly. Eric was chipping away at it. I'm sure he probably had pieces before that, maybe, that he wove into the game. But in the early 2020s, the game was in its formative years. Eric was still working at Grinding Gear Games, working on Path of Exile as the art director. And on the side, he was working on a game that would later become known as Sorcery Contested Realm. And in the early days, the name of the game was not yet known. So we had a lot of alternative names. And I've only revealed a few on the show. We had Project Atlas. We had Spellcraft. We had Sorcery, Realm at War. So there's a lot of names they were playing with. And the name was not yet settled. A lot of the artists were calling it Project Atlas. There were a few other names too. Omnipotence was kind of like a fun name that Nick Reynolds talked about one time. And later they settled on Sorcery Contested Realm. And in that early era, there were a lot of paintings, a lot of artwork being procured. And they were being commissioned with different titles. Let me go to split screen. It's kind of weird just looking at like a thing. Right? So they were... Can I do this? All right. All right. Now I can see your messages without literally them slapping me in the face with your comments on the screen there in the corner. So Eric was commissioning art with working titles. And as it turned out, these card titles would often change. And many times you would have the same title for multiple artists, right? And sometimes... that could just be a function of maybe Eric changed his mind and he got another piece and he thought that the title worked better for another painting that came in. Maybe sometimes he commissioned the concept, he got the painting, it wasn't what he felt he needed or what his vision was for what it should be for the card, and he commissioned it again with the same working title from a different artist, or made a switch, right? So or he just changed his mind on the title of the card, right? He might have loved the painting, but ultimately the name of the card was changed, and this happened a lot, and we have evidence of that through Spellcraft, through early era sample cards, the first versions of those from the first edition pre-alpha sample prints on the art packs, on the silver packs, the packs that ended up coming out in Kickstarter, and even during and before that, there were the digital files that were being introduced to Tabletop Simulator, and people were playing with the game, and they were testing the mechanics, and titles were changing, cards were being introduced and taken out. There was a lot of flux, and there was also a lot of design change evolution, but a lot of title changes, let's just say, right? Coming in and out of the game. So the first thing we need to look at here is the initial concept of the Death Speaker. And there's a few interesting things here. So this is the original sketch by Tony Sudlow. And this is now I'll go to the larger view. So this is a piece that I personally own and acquired a long time ago from Tony. And all right, so initial concept of the Death Speaker, right? I'm going to show you guys. I have, here is the final artwork. So if you look at this side by side, you see like the rough sketch. It's an amazing sketch. It's very detailed. Tony always does very detailed sketches. And you see it largely, I would say, the Death Speaker himself is pretty true to what the final version ended up being. You see a different adjustment to the staff that he's holding here. Through painting effect, you really get that glow that's coming out, like the real power resonating from his hand, which kind of has this aura about it, right? Around his feet and stuff, and the earth where he's standing. And then also the skulls are illuminated with these characters, right? And Tony always injects meaning into his pieces, and he hides that in the pieces, right? It's kind of like Easter eggs. So if you look at the regular, this is a beta foil. It's actually an auction. It's a package that's going on this weekend. It's up for auction at the community group, Sorcery and Contestant Realm community Facebook group, and the Collector Arthouse Discord. So it hasn't quite hit reserve yet, but you have an opportunity until Sunday. And this is the beta version. So you see the positioning of the skulls. If you go look at, he had these like flying bat skulls, which is a pretty interesting, cool concept, right? And these trees that are like trees of the undead. So really awesome looking. You see kind of the hood is a little different. He kind of changed that a little bit, changed the clothes he's wearing and stuff a bit. And then the skulls are kind of like embedded or webbed in the trees in the final version. So really awesome, really cool concept and design. This is an amazing painting, amazing sketch. But the interesting thing here, guys, is if you look at this sketch at the bottom, we learn a lot, right? So Sudlow, 2022. So we learned a year that he started working on this concept and did this painting. It was in 2022. So 3 years ago, going on 4 years. And notice the title. It says Study for Necromancer, right? So we're going to see a tie here from Tony Sudlow to Gerald Brom to Dan Seagrave and Gothic, right? If we go to the website now and we take a look at the website here, and we'll go to the Sorcery. Let's go to the, let's see. Oh, look. I'm streaming on my Facebook page. All right, if we go to the community group and we scroll down, where would I find this? Look at this, guys. Here's the lineup for this week. Cardboard Guides on Monday. TCG players going to have a reveal. This will be interesting. Sorcery themselves, it appears, is going to do a reveal on Wednesday. Then we'll have the boys at Team Covenant, Zach, and then we'll have Collector Arthouse on Friday. So it'll be a fun week. I got to get my act together and do some work on that, guys. Hopefully I do it justice. It's a bit of pressure, and I want to do it right, for Sorcery, for the fans, for the artists, for everybody. All right, so the Death Speaker, guys. What we need to find is let me go to watch this. Watch this Google machine. Sorcery Contested Realm. It'll be a needle in a haystack in a community group because people are always posting and there's so many media files and whatnot. I want to look for Necromancer. Well, actually, you know what? I could have probably just did a search for. Let me try that. Do a search in the community group for. Go all the way back up to the top. Do a search. Just search for Seagrave. All right, Dan Seagrave is in the group. Here it is. All right, so this is the Necromancer. It came right up. You just got to search for it. So the Necromancer, Sudlow was calling it the Necromancer all the way back pre-alpha in 2022. And now here, 3-4 years later, you get the Necromancer reveal from the new pre-con decks that are going to be for Gothic. All alt art avatars by Dan Seagrave. Alt art. Keyword, right? So that's in the pre-cons. We're going to have another Necromancer in the core set is what that implies. So flexing my search skills in my own Sorcery community Facebook group. You go to the Sorcery community group, you search for whatever, guys, you find it, right? You're going to find exactly what you need. It's all there, right? Search for anything. I mean, the media archive is insane because people have been posting. I've been posting like a fiend myself. So the Necromancer by Dan Seagrave, that was the original title in 2022 by Tony. So some interesting history there. Now, when I go back to the overhead cam, that's kind of the long and short of it for the sketch. So that was our first introduction of the Necromancer, which later became the Death Speaker. So then when we go to Alpha, I'm going to show you two things. I'm going to show you Alpha and Beta. So first, from Alpha, Tony received 25. Let me try this for a minute. 25... like better or worse? It blasts me out, but you see the cards a little better. 25 copies of the Alpha Artist Proof Death Speaker. This is number 7 of 25, signed by Tony, and he did this amazing painted artist proof on the back. So it still amazes me people come into the game or they're new to TCGs. They don't know what an artist proof card is. So an artist proof, it was blank. This was completely blank before, and Tony painted this zoomed in image of the Death Speaker. So you get a zoom profile of his face, and he always does like that, the headpiece, like amazing. It's incredible. It is epic. Mortal Brigade, thank you. So it's an amazing artist proof, and the fiery skulls, the whole setting. He typically finds a way to like sign and carve his initials, or these symbols have meaning, right? I'll have to actually ask him, like, what's going on with these symbols? Sometimes he creates his own language, or he uses like ancient letters to say something in his pieces. He does that a lot in his paintings. So that is that epic Alpha artist. This is an Alpha version of the Death Speaker. And you have a beta version in foil. So you get a sense for the foil. Eric did an amazing job on the foiling effect on this card. And that's a beta full art. He signed the back of the beta. So that's included in the package. And then when we got into Alpha, we had this guy show up, the Shadow Warrior, right? So this is a 1995 Guardians CCG artwork by Gerald Brom, right? This is amazing Shadow Warrior, Brom. So Eric, being a big Guardians CCG fan, introduced this as an Alpha Curio. This is not the Alpha Curio. This is the actual Guardians card. Just to be clear, if you're new to Sorcery, right? So that painting he used in Alpha, it's maybe the top curio in all of Sorcery. It's a massive card. It's extremely rare. We only know of about like 10-ish copies that have been discovered. It has not been sold very much, and it doesn't get pulled very much. It's extremely hard to pull. It's the first ever Brahm art in the game. It's a godly curio. It's usually down to this and the Alt Art Death Dealer by Frank Frazetta in Alpha as the top two curios all time in Sorcery. Really epic. And then you have Sketch Eric's Curios is a big deal, and a few others. So that is the Guardians card, right? And then we have show you a bit of art, guys. I showed this last week, but you're new to the channel. This is actually the original painting for that artwork, which I just revealed at SCG Baltimore. I brought this painting and did a really fun reveal with everyone that came out. I usually try to add what I can to the shows and do something fun and exciting and unpredictable, just like we do at the live show. I thought it'd be really fun to do that live with all of you guys at Baltimore. So a lot of people enjoyed that. This is an amazing, stunning artwork. I had to have it. It took me years, but I finally got it, guys. So that is the Brahm original painting from the early 90s that was used in Guardian CCG. Somehow it was still out there. Somehow we tracked it down, and there it is. So that is the Death Speaker Curio. You had the sketch, then it became the Death Speaker, then you had Tony's version. Now you have the original Brahm painting of the Death Speaker. So really unbelievable high-profile painting. All right, so we got that. We have these awesome... Tony had these prints at SorceryCon last year. Tony was one of our guest artists. And these are numbered out of 50. This is number 14, signed. And he painted this remark over top to kind of mirror this skull. And you know what? Now I'm noticing he actually has some embellishments on this print. So this skull here is actually not part... I forgot about that. It's not part of the original art, right? There's no skull down there in the lower right. So he actually... This is pretty sick. I thought he only did the remark, but he actually painted a skull into the print itself. And then also, they call this a remark when you do it kind of in the border. So what you would do is frame up this print. And, hey, what's up, Alfred? Yeah, the yellow is really what makes the Brahm, the background, and then the brown against it really makes it pop. So this is a very large print. You see I had to zoom like pretty much all the way out here to get it on the camera. And that's 14 of 50. So that's included in there too. And all right, so this certificate of authenticity, and I'm going to show the statue, and then we're going to get into the alpha break. So Tony, this is like a, I don't know where he got this brown piece of paper, but he's got this piece of paper, right? And he completely like wrote this whole thing, this certificate of authenticity, which is very kingly for the king of the realm. Hey, John, great to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. All right, so the COA, this certifies that the prototype of Death Speaker is one of a kind, done by EHI. This is a company that manufactured this statue that I'm about to show you guys. And 7 of 25 proof cards. That's this, number 7 of 25 that he received. So that's included in there. And 14 of 50 prints. So he's got a COA for the print. There's also the beta foil card. And then, once again, tying the print that we just saw to the COA, he once again painted this awesome skull with these flames channeling through it right into his signature. So this is pretty awesome too. You see, relative to the size of the card, it's fairly good size, right? You probably would want to frame this up too, and you could do something like frame up the print, the COA, and the artist proof if you wanted to, or a foil and beta. An alpha and a beta foil or full art side. So all types of creative things you could do with this, or you just kind of keep it and tuck it into an art pad folio. I do that a lot as well, and it's really a nice collectible. And what that COA is for, in part, is this awesome statue that he had done with EHI. And so the story goes, let me zoom out so you guys can see underneath this thing. And this is pretty hefty, really high quality sculpture. So it's signed Anthony Sudlow, one of a kind prototype, number 1 EHI sculpt. So what happened was Tony was working with EHI, this company, to do this prototype of the sculpture. And they're going back and forth on the design, and they nailed it with this amazing... This one I want to get some lighting on too. All right. So you could see, we'll get ahead. See under the eyes. You got to get it at the right angle because he's like hooded. But the interesting thing about this, few interesting things. So if you guys remember back to the card, right? Let me show you the foil, the alpha card again. Notice the text, the font, the power level, or the life total, and the power level on the right. 20, that's speaker 1, right? Notice the font. Notice how it matches this. So this was the first problem, right? So this is kind of proprietary to Eric's Curiosa, and he couldn't go reproducing this a bunch of times. This is a one-off, a one of one. So we worked out with Eric, and you can't really use the text from the card to font, right? So they were going to change that when they went to a larger production run. So given that, I said, "Hey Tony, if you want to," he approached me and said, "Hey, I want to offer this in an auction. I want to offer my statue, my one of one prototype. He wants to offer his artist proof that we just saw, and the alpha artist proof, and the beta signed card, and the print, right, as a package." And I was like, well, if Eric had an issue with that font, you got to run it by him and make sure that's okay with him. He owns the intellectual property, the copyright to it. Eric said, okay, it's a one-off, no problem, go ahead. So he blessed off on that, and Tony was able to offer it, right? So that's one aspect of this. If this were ever to be recreated, he could not use this replica font that was used from Alpha, at least not without Eric's Curiosa's approval. However, he's working with this company, and for a myriad of reasons, he decided not to pursue a larger production run of these at all. So it's literally the only one that exists, the only one that has been made, and the only one he plans to make, right? So it's a truly unique one of one. There won't be a larger production run, and this is it. So it's really awesome. You can kind of see both sides on the back here. You have Tony Sudlow. So it's detailed on the back and front, which is really cool too. It's really not sure what the materials are per se, but it's like fairly heavy. You see I'm kind of holding it firmly. It's about 1.2 pounds. I threw it up on my scale that I use for sending out packages, and it's just like an amazing display piece. And actually, you know what? I didn't post in the picture what the actual size is. Should probably use a smaller tape measure. So let's see how tall this bad boy is. It's about 7.5 inches or so tall, and 5.5 inches wide. So it's a pretty substantial piece, 7 by 5. Maybe bigger than that Brahm painting. And you got the gold. I gotta be real careful shipping this with the staff. This is pretty firm, pretty sharp, but I'm going to package this with a lot of that popcorn bubble wrap and make sure that's really secured when I send this out to somebody. So this one ends Sunday night. It's really special to be able to showcase this because it's a true one of one, just like the painting, just like the unique work of art that's on that artist proof and all these artist proofs. And the really cool COA, the sketch, which I actually own, which is not included in the package. This one I'm not selling. That's for me. Some things are for me, guys. All right, so I want to put that aside, put the print aside, put the sculpture somewhere safe, and I think I'll put that in with, I might want to go for my playmats later, so we won't do the elemental avatar playmats just yet. I posted an announcement, guys, in Discord about the playmats, and we have an update. It looks like you guys will be receiving your Severin Pinot elemental avatar playmats hopefully by like mid-December. I'd love to get them to you definitely before Christmas, it looks like, as long as the timeline holds based on what the manufacturer just updated me about their production timeline. They are printed, they're being cut. The 2-player mats are custom. They're not a standard size, so they got to custom cut them all, and you guys ordered a lot of them, so it's taken some time for them to work through that. And then also the Sam McKinnon Pond playmat. So is the fonts not a free one? I found it online. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I think it was like, if it's too derivative of a published piece, maybe it's the context that matters. But in any case, he would have changed it out of respect to differentiate it and make it not look like an official sorcery product. But in any case, it's a 1-of-1. Ivan, you have to rewind, man. You just missed a full showcase of the Death Speaker package, which was pretty fun. People enjoyed, I think. All right, so what we need to do now, guys, is get into the alpha box. The preamble is done. We got it done. Oh, you saw it. Okay. All right. We're gonna open alpha tonight. And I think I have the Wheel of Names loaded up. So all right. Let me see. All right, so I could kill that. That's the community group search we did. So go back. Deliver us from evil. I'm going to unpin that since it's now live. All right. The Wheel of Names is ready to go. And oh, Morticore, you're coming, man? Beautiful. SorceryCon. Everyone's coming to SorceryCon. Everyone's coming to SorceryCon. Let me know in the chat if you guys are coming to SorceryCon. Live right now and also after the show ends. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully, it's really great to have the support of Eric's Curioso with this spoiler and this reveal coming up this week. Hopefully that'll help grow the channel and grow awareness, because there's no channel that really documents the development history of the game. It's kind of unique to the Collector Arthouse channel. That was my thing, and the such robust coverage of the art. The whole ecosystem of Collector Arthouse between the Sorcery community Facebook group and the Collector Arthouse Discord and the Collector Arthouse YouTube channel and the collectorarthouse.com website. Ton of art, right? You're not going to find that depth of art showcasing anywhere. So please like and subscribe and share the videos with people that you know, and introduce them to Sorcery. Oh, wait, I spun the wheel before I even opened the box. All right, we got to chill. We got to chill here and get this box open. But it looks like Ricardo is going to kick us off. He's usually dead last on these openings. We always roll him last, it seems. All right, so he's in for 5. How many people do we have on the wheel tonight? 5 names on the wheel. Couple guys went heavy with 10 packs. It's kind of funny because like everyone's hitting me up on the next break. I was joking. I wasn't even joking last week. I was saying maybe my price is too low. I think I definitely I'm a solid $10 a pack below the Whatnot breakers, who are all like at 40 plus. I think I've heard. I'm selling the 30 for 30 to $30 a pack right now for Collector Arthouse Patreon supporters. So you guys can go check out the Collector Arthouse Patreon if you're interested. I do all kinds of things, breaks. We're gonna have a lot of Gothic. I should get numbers next week about how much Gothic we're gonna get and offer to Patreon supporters. I have a really great price to reward Patreon supporters, and some of you guys have supported me for like over 3 years, or roughly 3 years or so, which is really amazing and super generous, because in those early days, I was really just starting out from scratch, guys. I had no following at all. What price? Oh, I got to see how much inventory I can get, but the price is basically the map level pricing. I try to go as aggressively as possible within legal terms as a reward for Patreon supporters. So it's probably as far as I know, I think it's the best price on the street. So, 100 boxes. I don't know, man. I can only get so many. I partnered with a store to be able to offer it. That's how I do it. I don't have a direct relationship with Eric's Curioso, unfortunately. I would love to if they could give me product. I think I could sell a lot of it to a lot of people. I have in my Patreon, there is a lot of players and collectors. Actually, I would say I can't think of anybody in the Patreon who only collects and does not play. They're all players and collectors. And it's interesting. When I do these sales, there aren't people like buying 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cases. It's like 100 people buying a few boxes to upwards of a case or a couple cases, right? So it's modest per person, but it's a lot in aggregate. So It's really widespread. It's getting to people all over the world. Ah, man, it's like stuffy in here. I don't know what it is. So it's wide reach. I have about 500 people or so in the Patreon, and about 100 are at the paid tier, so they get a lot of these perks and benefits. So thank you all very much is the point of that, for supporting my channel. It's amazing like how much all this shit costs nowadays. Like the freaking StreamYard is like $1,000 a year or something insane. What was the other thing that hit me? Oh, the collectorarthouse.com website. Like I gotta like look into that. I think I'm getting fleeced on some of these like annual fees to keep these things running. Maybe I'm just a moron. And there was like a special promo in the beginning, and now it's more expensive and prices are skyrocketing. It's like unbelievable. The StreamYard too keeps jacking it up. But I do these lives like, at least weekly, so I guess I get my money's worth. I don't know, man. All right, so we got 5 packs for Ricardo. We're just going to do a straight, instead of doing a mixer, we're going to try it differently this week and go left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we're going to need some sleeves. Get some pennies ready. I didn't open this pack too well. Got a bunch of penny sleeves. Yep, they open in that direction. We got top loaders ready to go. We got the Severn Cat book. All right. Yeah, we got a really interesting thing coming up. So Kyle over the weekend, we got the Great Drowning of Men. Then we have an epic panorama, several cards, and a really high-profile auction coming up next week. That you guys it's gonna blow your mind, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna do a painting this coming week. It seems like maybe the timing's not great for paintings. People are tapped out or something. I don't know what's going on. It's interesting. Like some pieces, like the Elementalist, sold for close to 10 grand. But you look at like some of these other paintings going between like 2 and 3, which is like wild for a sorcery piece. I think people are just being kind of like particular right now, or I don't know, saving for between the holidays and saving for Gothic, I guess. I mean, some people have this like saving for Gothic theory. I mean, how much you guys really spending on Gothic? Are people going to go hard right at it? Like I just explained, like I got 100 Patreon supporters, and they're buying like a few boxes to maybe a couple cases each. Oh, you think the crypto pullback is taking a toll? All right, so we're opening Alpha tonight. Oh, the Cave Troll. It's not the right one. It's not the Curio. Yeah, the economy's terrible. Holidays. Gothic buyouts. People are tapped out on the Gothic buyouts. Oh, man. You slipped that right into the list. All right, the Season Sellsword. I almost displayed that one tonight, but I have it in the other room. I own that original painting, and it's a beautiful one that I love. Government shut down, but it's back up now. So people are going to get their back pay. The government reopened, at least till the end of January. So we got some relief. Oh, Twist of Fate. Santiago Caruso, man. Is that the Zephyr? Yes. The Zephyr and Airship. All right, he hit an elite. Guy's in for 5 packs. Yeah, it's a beautiful... I sold this painting. Remember I had this displayed at the Courtesan Cup last year? I sold this painting for Marta last year. After the Courtesan Cup. We displayed it there. And then... what did I do? Did I auction that, or did a Patreon supporter buy that? I made a deal with somebody, or maybe I just auctioned it. I can't remember. Sold a lot of paintings, guys, over the years. And I got to see a ton of paintings in person. I brought a lot to shows. I brought a lot of paintings. At least I brought a few to the Courtesan Cup. Yeah, I don't know if a lot of people have seen my personal collection in person. I did a video, like I said, in the video montage in my reveal. I love the Chaos Twister. In my video reveal last year for Arthurian Legends, I showed a bunch of the stuff from the collection. The Alpha Foil Uncut Sheets were a big highlight. A lot of the paintings that I owned at that time, and still own, but I have acquired several more since. So I don't know if I'll do that again for my Gothic reveal. I might take a different angle with it and do something a little different. I'm not really sure, guys. I really don't know. I want to try to be different, unique, true to like my passions and what I'm about, my interest in sorcery, and beyond with supporting artists and whatnot. So we'll see. We'll see how that comes together. Got a few ideas. All right. Good luck. I showed you a ton. You talking to me, Immortal Brigade? Will Dragon Lord be available at SorceryCon? We're looking into that. We've only heard from the company they're going to be selling Dragon Lord at Vegas. Is Vegas this weekend, by the way? SCG-Con Vegas. They're selling it there. I don't know what their inventories are like beyond that. So we'll see if Eric's Curioso wants to sell it there. Or vendors, or we'll see what happens, guys. We'll try to get it there one way or another. I think that's a compelling opportunity. We'll see if we can make that happen. I'll say that much. All right, deviating for 5. Oh, Vegas is next weekend? Damn, they cut that one close to Thanksgiving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And deviating said he wants in for 10 next week. So he's up in the ante. Like I say, we might be sold out for next week already. If you guys want to get into the breaks, join the Collector Arthouse Discord. The link's always in the show notes. You go to my link tree, you can join all my social media stuff. The Adept Illusionist. The Boss Troll. Not the Curio one now. The overhead camera is working nicely today, so I guess I got the lighting in the right spot. We hit an elite foil so far. It was our first foil. Oh, a courtesan. You gave me like a grand tour of everything you had. I was the Grim Reaper dressed up, dude. Oh, shit. Mortal Brigade. I thought it was Mystic Moose who dressed up like that. Or are you Mystic Moose? Are you Mystic Moose and you just changed your name? A grand tour. Man, courtesan feels like a lifetime ago. Can't even remember some of the things that happened there. All right. We get an Elvira foil on this one. The Wings of Invention. Oh, yeah, he was common sense. You're right. Oh, God, that's a beautiful looking card. What an artwork. This is amazing artwork by Elvira. She always hates everything she does. She's like, that one sucks. I was like, what are you talking about? I was just talking to her today. And she was like, oh, where are my spoilers, Mike? I was like, I don't know. I guess they're holding out. They want a surprise. She's expecting to have cards in the set. And I was like, well, she was like, well, whatever. Because it's like she doesn't like anything she does. And I was like, look, the fans have decided all your stuff is freaking amazing. She's hilarious. Well, she's serious and just messing with me, or she might just be toying with me. Well, yeah, we were talking earlier today. And I was like, hey, the community has voted. You're a god tier artist. And all your stuff is freaking amazing. So, deal with it. All right. 2 packs to go. It's nice and quiet in here. Was there a Swan Maiden foil in there? I don't know. Was there? Oh, I completely missed the Swan Maiden foil. Good catch, dude. I completely missed the Swan Maiden foil somehow. Unbelievable. What a freaking artwork. Like, how does this... What was Eric just say? Like, hey, Aussie, what I need is like a naked woman who weighs about, like, let's say Agent Paco level or less, that is standing in a pond with a massive swan. Can you do that for me, buddy? Can you do that for me? That's what I really need in alpha. Give me a Agent Paco sized swan lady. Jeez. And Asu's like, yeah, no problem. I love painting swan women. I love those. What is the meaning of this? Give me that Paco weight. I need about a Paco size swan woman. Can you make it happen, Aussie? Oh, yeah. We got a lot of those in Finland or wherever the fuck. I don't know. I forget where Aussie's at. Is it Finland? Finland? Something like that. I said Finland. It was like a Freudian slip. Finland. I don't think that's even where he is. Oh, I got a pack here that's just like chilling open. I started opening it. He's like, "Did we miss that swan?" Oh man, you never know what might happen. All right, like I said, oh, Edge of the World, right from inside of the welcome kit box. What an artwork! People love that one. All right, we got Sunken Treasure. We're hitting all the blue cards. All the blue foils are coming out. Jeff Menges, we'll miss him this year, man. Great guy, really nice guy. But oh, I love the manta ray up there, just cruising on by. Dude, what a freaking artwork, man. Menges does some great stuff. He really added a lot to this set, and we're gonna miss him at SorceryCon for sure. He can't get out of Vermont, guys. We can't take him out. You know, too much snow up in there. All right, that was the other guy dressed up. I think it was just Moose and I. But was awesome to see what you had in person. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, appreciate that. That was the first show I ever vended and ever vended since. It's really like a lot of work. Baltimore's drivable to me, so I drove up there and I had the trunk loaded with like paintings and artist proofs, and I had my pad folios. I showed you guys a lot of my sketches, the development sketches of Elvira Shakarova sketches, Tony Sudlow. Yeah, it probably was pretty fun to see. Free City. Yeah, I hope to do that again sometime. I don't know how, when, the logistics of it. I'd love to show you guys my collection, the history collection. You guys saw. Did you guys see that picture of the box I did with the welcome kit? I started loading it up with grails. I don't know. Some people say they get triggered. I call everything a grail. But what else could you call it when you got the World Tour sample packs, sealed sample pack collection, and he's the thing on the ice. And wait, was this deviating for 5 packs? And he hit like a foil on every freaking pack? All right, we got some top loaded. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, he put 4 foils. We almost missed one. So we got an ordinary, 2 ordinaries, and 2 exceptionals, in only 5 packs, which is pretty nuts. Those are impressive odds. So deviating, you can tell me tomorrow if you just want me to wait on shipping, because he wants in on next week's break. So I think what'll end up happening is I'll just hold on to those for you, unless you tell me otherwise. I do got to get a few packages together this weekend. Got to catch up on a few things. Nasally. All right. It's early, guys. Wow, this might be the shortest stream ever. Roberto's might get himself a couple paintings after this week. We didn't get a late surge on the paintings this week. It was strange. I'm not sure. Full of cups of grails. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for Roberto's. All right. And then we got 2 more people on the wheel after Roberto's. All right, so we spiked up to 30 people, and then people are like, "At this guy, go watch Goodwill Hunting." Whatever the hell people watch these days. I don't know. All right, the Inui Undyne, the Master Tracker, Bostrel. Always a Bostrel. All right, so what's up, guys? Everyone's going to SorceryCon. Is that the prompt for reals? You're still talking about the Paco wait. Danny Goodnight, 7885. How can you tell if you open a curio or not? What signs to look for? Oh, Danny, I'm going to school you in a minute, buddy. Hang in there, pal. Hang in there. I'll show you. The Mixtera. That's the one to pull. Wow, what an artwork. God. Damn, that's good. Good. Danny, you go to www.collectorarthouse.com and you find every answer you could ever wish to find. Welcome to Sorcery, by the way. If you're asking that question, I assume you are new to Sorcery. So I'd love to hear more about how you discovered it, how you discovered my channel, and the fact I was even streaming tonight. I'd love to hear all that, pal, because I want to do more of that. We need to grow the game, grow the community, grow viewership for the community. All that is goodness and motivates people to keep on grinding and striving. So you go to, look, collectorarthouse.com. When you get there, you're going to see this house, the Collector Arthouse. You can actually click this. I don't know if people ever tried to do this, but it's clickable. You click the house, and then the page doesn't work. Look at it. What's going on here, Paco? Have you been playing with the page? I think it was an ad tried to pop up or something, like tried to launch some exterior page. So you go to the landing page, you click the house, and then it's going to give you a real nice article that I wrote that talks about the early beginnings of sorcery. And then you could jump in, you could go look at artist bios. I have all the artists profiled here. You could look at sorcery cards, find the card catalog. You can find a huge library of artist interviews, articles I wrote on all kinds of different topics. I have guest authors. They write articles for the site. All kinds of great stuff, right? Great resources, right? And then you go to Collector's Corner over here, curio cards. And if you want to, so up here it tells you what a curio is, the background from Kickstarter, some upfront information, where you find it in packs, library of five different articles. Or actually, it's 3 of the archives and a couple like really deep, comprehensive articles that I wrote about curios and the history of those. I was really the first person that deep dove into curios and did a ton of research. That's all documented in these articles on the website. And then you could go down here and you find pictures of all of them. And, from the top, let's say like you're getting into Arthurian Legends, right? And you want to go to the Arthurian Legends curios. You just click this hyperlink at the top, and then it automatically slides down to where the Arthurian Legends section starts. And you want to know about the Unladen Swallow, you could click that. You find an image of it, and you find like a little description of what that one's all about, what to look for, some information about the history of it. All of these are clickable, right? So the Eric's Curiosity in beta. Why the hell is this thing in beta? How am I going to find it if it's in beta? There you go. It gives you all you need to know. All right, so that's the resource. Sorry for the tangent for those of you that already knew that, but it's a great resource. I want to make sure people know where to find it. All right. Roberto's. If you make me a mod in the stream, I can post links. Oh, how do I do that, Paco? I don't know how to make you a mod in the stream. Do I got to go back to settings? Maybe it's... Dude, if I had a mod... Imagine if I had a mod during live streams. This thing could be next level. Instead of me going on these wild tangents, I could just have Paco hooking it up. I don't know. Who knows what Paco's capable of? Probably come up with all kinds of amazing ideas. He's really been helping out with the website. We're looking for curios on the trolls because there's troll curios. Island in the stream. Is that a Weezer song? It's an island in the stream. All right. Oh, the one Rodney Matthews. Been talking to Rodney lately, saying what can we expect from you, man? Love to connect. I got to reconnect with Rodney. It's been a while, dude. Rodney turned 80 years old this year. Rodney Matthews, 80 years old. My grandmother turned 96 years old last week. 96. I'll see her for Thanksgiving in a couple weeks. Couple weeks, guys. Coming up fast. What do we got? One more weekend to do a live break, and then we're all too busy for Thanksgiving weekend. Then we got Gothic coming up. Wow. I don't know how many alpha breaks we're gonna have. Maybe we should do two boxes next week instead of one. I guess I'll gauge interest and see what's up. Danny Goodnight. He says, watched your channel since alpha launch on and off. You do good work. Thank you, man. Gothic will be my first opening experience, so I'm brushing up on information. Oh, sweet. Well, you can count on me covering all the Gothic curios. And you really want to be, I don't know if you're on Facebook at all, but you really want to be in the Sorcery Contested Realm community Facebook group, because when anytime a new product releases in Sorcery Contested Realm, the engagement is insane on the community group. Of course, the Discords will be popping off as well. Collector Arthouse Discord. There's a lot of Discords out there these days. A lot of communities. But you really want to be in the Sorcery Contested Realm community Facebook group, because I'm pretty active on there basically 24/7. And other people are too. Around release, you're going to find people posting their curio finds right when Gothic releases. We'll be finding like cards that we don't expect right away. It'll be pretty evident. People will be asking questions. Is this a curio? And the community pipes in, validates. Yes, no. It's common. It's not. Oh, yeah, my lighting's a little dark here. I almost missed again. A foil Scourge Zombies. Let me know. Keep me honest, guys. Beautiful, amazing Matthias Frisk artwork. And Matthias is coming back in full force. If you do open a curio, post it on the Discord. You might be the first. Yeah. Post it. I have a curio. Do I have a curio channel, Dan and Paco, in the Collector Arthouse Discord? I think I do. But absolutely on the Facebook community group, people are going to post them crazy fast. And whenever I see them too, I get the website updated. Paco, I'm going to need your help with that, pal. You know I get busy at work sometimes, but at least it's releasing on a Friday. So we'll have the weekend. We're going to have to like dedicate that first weekend in December to get the Collector Arthouse website up so everyone can go to the one-stop shop. Oh, another mix, Ignis. Or we hit the Terra before, but another mix from this box. Yeah, we want to have that common library at the Art House website so you guys can very easily find all the curios. Do your research and make sure you don't miss them. I've mostly stayed away from spoilers as I'll have no idea what might be a curio. Oh, so you'll have no idea? You stayed away from them? I'm probably going to show my my Gothic curios page. You're going to have to close your eyes and pretend you're not seeing it. Yeah, Paco's been doing incredible work on the website on the Gothic spoilers page, helping me out. Danny, consider coming to SorceryCon if you can also. The community is amazing. Dude, SorceryCon's going to be so lit. Like, you guys have no freaking idea. No idea. Last year, Vegas was amazing. This year, we're winding it back, guys. Pulling out all the stops like we always do. It's going to be incredible. All right, Roberto's. You had an ordinary exceptional. Oh, you had 2 mixes. I didn't realize that was from the same set of 10 packs, so that's pretty hot. All right. No crazy foils this time, but never mad about pulling 2 mixes. All right, so I got about a whole row of Roberto's who's been very generously participating. Appreciate you, man. Art lover, him and his wife, great art enthusiasts, and you love to see it. A lot of people getting into the art for the first time in Sorcery Contested Realm and discovering the Collector Arthouse content and whatnot. So I always love to hear that. Who was it? Aaron H was saying on Facebook the other day, he's like, he was never into art before until he joined my Discord, and now he's like buying up altars, and he even buys like magic altars, I think. Like, it was awesome, man. It's beautiful. I love seeing people support the artists. We got the original painting coming up in the 6,000 member giveaway in the community, Sorcery Contested Realm community Facebook group. That's going to be a really fun live stream. We're probably going to end up doing that, if I had to guess, maybe in December if we get a surge to 6,000. Real Robbie for 10. So that'll be really fun, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that big giveaway. We're going to do an alpha box opening, give away a painting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's going to be pretty insane. Then we're going to have 3, 6, 9. All right, good. We got the right amount of packs. I'm going to do a lot behind the scenes stuff to streamline and make Gothic release easier. Are you talking about on collectorarthouse.com, Paco? If you are a god. I appreciate you, buddy. Very generous of you to help out, you know? It's pretty amazing that someone would do that. Like, dedicate their time and energy to just helping everybody. Everybody give Paco a round of applause. Guy's the man. He helped organize the Collector Arthouse after party at Fogo de Chao. Really did all the work for it. Just asked me questions, and I said yes or no. And he called the restaurant. He got the reservation. He made the freaking awesome menu. We all got this commemorative like menu. Ed Bear Jr. drew a dragon on the back of every single menu for all of the Patreon supporters who came to my dinner. It was really a special night, and we're going to do something awesome at SorceryCon for Patreon supporters too. So, Battle Mage. So I'll sleeve that up for you. Yeah, it's going to be, we're going to wind it back and have a lot of fun for sure. Can't wait. Paco does incredible work. He's an okay guy, says Dan. The surge to 6,000. We need that surge. We gotta keep it safe there, safety officer. Someone can get hurt in a surge. It's like a Black Friday doorbuster. Not used to all the love. Let's get back to ball busting. I told you I'm in like a weird, chill, mellow mood because of going to the elementary school all day today. Don't worry, I'll probably be like a freaking enraged animal on Sunday when the Bills are playing. It'll take me a whole week to recover. I'll be cynical as a mofo. Unless they win. I don't know. Even if they do win, I'll probably be pissed. I'll find a way to be pissed off. Regardless. Don't worry. Sundays are very damaging for the psyche. You don't want to be filming. Too bad it wasn't foil. You don't want to be filming a spoiler video on the same day as a Bills game. Paco doesn't check the time. Time asks him. Time asks for him. We're talking about we're doing Chuck Norris jokes now. Anybody know any nursery rhymes, by the way? You got any good nursery rhymes? All right. River of Flame. You guys seen that demonic contract card yet, Gothic? It's very controversial. Very controversial card, apparently. I've been into TCG art since 1993 when I got into the grandfather of all TCGs, MTG. Coming full circle to sorcery fills me with so much joy. That's a beautiful sentiment there, man. Oh, Candlemass Monks. I got the painting back there against the wall. Grapple Shot. Sold that one. Sold a lot of these paintings, guys. Hickory Dickory Doc. Where's Philo Cards tonight? Is he still ripping what do you call it there? The bugs? The shard bugs? Oh, Cloud City. I'll sleeve it up just because out of respect for Elvira Polakowska. Great artist. All right. I don't know, Ryu Robbie. You haven't done a break in a while, and you're hitting some unlucky streak here. Steve Sifayev. What's up, man? Sounds like a Russian. Is that a Russian name there, Steve? Looking pissed in that profile picture, man. What's up with that profile picture? Look at this. Who could pronounce this? It's like an Eric's Curios sorcery card. It's wholly unpronounceable. No one can say that name. Nobody. I don't know what's going on with that profile pic. Little boy blue. He needed the money. Hello, the Dice Man. Ah, man, you're lifting spirits with the Dice Man jokes. That's great to hear. Great to hear. Heartwarming. That's a Rancor. Keeper. From those Star movies. All right, Rhea Robbie. Can we get you one foil or like some kind of sick curio for the love of God? Donnybrook Inn is a unique. All right. Is that a curio? No. Dude, you got no foils in 10 packs. I deeply apologize to you. You did hit a bunch of unique non-foils, I feel. I just kind of skip over those and pay no mind because I'm a jerk like that. But that's how I roll. All right, Ryu Robbie. Oh, forgot the two cards I did sleeve up. All right, Astral's going to bring it home for us tonight. I saw Astral in the chat earlier. See? Last man on the wheel. Yeah, this box is weird. We hit that streak of a bunch of foils. Like I hit 4 foils in 5 packs. So we only hit one. We only hit one elite foil, I believe. So I would say like your odds of hitting an elite foil seem good. The question is this box going to have unique or not? Or are we going to get hosed? All right, you're the last man on the wheel, though. Welcome back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Got 9. Got the art house page. Oh, you want to see the Gothic spoilers page, guys? Sorcery cards, Gothic spoilers. Boom, boom, boom. Don't look at them, though. We don't want to spoil them. So, Paco added these filters. Several great artists added. You could search by element type, rarity, Gothic. Look at that. Gothic. Blessed Village. The most recent one by Jeff Menges. What's up with has anyone analyzed the set symbol? Or did they talk about it in an article or something? I don't remember thinking too hard about the set symbol. It's pretty interesting. I didn't really think about that one. So Heidi Talifer, the Guardian Angel. Really interesting artwork, man. Heidi. I wonder if we'll see Heidi at SorceryCon this year. Not sure. I got to talk to her. I talk to the artist all the time, and Heidi was chiming in. We were reflecting on SorceryCon from last year, talking about this year. Oh, beautiful, pristine paradise, 4-element paradise. I'm gonna sleeve that bad boy up. All right, no foils there. We're due for some foils. I think we're due for at least an elite. All right, we're into the next box of. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Next box of top loaders. These packs have fire in them. Curio in your face. Right to the face. I thought I saw foil. I'm not sure. Oh, the Sudla, the Vaults of Zool. Non-foil, though. All right, we need some foils here. We need some Ant, a Sagittarian Rhodes. It's playing in the background. Oh, Tadpole Pool. We're in like a ton of unique non-foils. Dan, you need that pool, or are you going for only foil pools? Do you do the alpha pools? Is Dan still around? He might have blacked out by now. It's 8 p.m. for Dan. Slurring words. He can barely string a sentence together, like me. Oh, the Carchemish. It's the Carchemish. You need the pool? Are you going for the alpha non-foil pools? Maybe I should sleeve up that pool if you need the alpha non-foil pools. Oh, non-foil pools are needed? All right, fine. I'm going to sleeve it up then, Dan. Maybe you got to talk to our guy, Astral. There you go. He needs the pool. We're going to have to preserve it then. I didn't know. I guess I didn't know. Sleeve it up nice for you. Non-foil pools. That's all I can say. He just keeps repeating it. That's what I said. Booty traps. That's what I said. Booty traps? All right. Panorama Manticar. It's booby traps. That's what I said. No one knows what I'm talking about. Bring pools to Indy? All right. Oh, Ruins, Duel. Oh, Candlemass again. Bostrel. Dude, where are the foils in this freaking box? BS. There's some sick paintings back there, guys. See that avatar over here? All right. Polymorph. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Dude, what do you got? 2 packs left. Come on. Hook this guy up. Elementalist. Dude. Painting just sold. God, what a gorgeous work of art. So great, man. Ah, jeez. I'll sleeve her up for you. Oh my god. 1 pack left. How could there not be? There's got to be 2 alpha foils, right? Steamroll. Steamroll's up in here. It's hiding the whole time. No Zondi, huh? Yeah, you gotta find. Let me try to reach out to Zondi. See if he wants to come to SorceryCon. That'd be pretty sick. All right, last pack. Cannot find a freaking foil in this box to save our life. Is there one here? I think there is one in here. All right, Iron Shackles. It's an exceptional. Did we not get 2 elites and no unique foil? I know that much. You don't always get a unique foil, but you usually get. I feel like you should at least get two elite foils. This would be an interesting case. This is a slow box. I think we're into a new case. So will we start hitting some grails deeper into the case? I guess in the subsequent weeks, we're going to start finding out. So yeah, you hit a bunch of good non-foil uniques, I would say. But only the 1 foil in 9 packs. It's the exceptional Iron Shackles, which had an interesting history because the name changed on that one a few times. And I'm sure the mechanic likely changed as well. But there it is, guys. We got the show done in record time. And the Debt Dealer is going to be popping off this weekend. Someone's taking this bad boy home with them. Go back to another light here. Tap that bad boy. Look at this bad boy. This guy's not messing around. We got the full story of the Debt Dealer tonight. It's a good time, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for participating in the breaks. Thank you, Patreon supporters, for supporting. Thank you, artists, for being absolutely godly talents and amazing individuals. Appreciate everybody around the community. Thank you, Eric's Curiosa, for the spoiler opportunity. I hope that I do it justice. I hope they're happy. I hope the fans are excited and happy. It's a fun card, guys. Really look forward to revealing it to you guys. And hopefully there'll be a nice surprise I can incorporate into the reveal. And appreciate all you guys tuning in. I know there's a lot of other things you could be doing with your time. So I'm always thankful for the support. And I hope you guys all have an amazing weekend. And we'll see you very soon on the socials. Have a great night, everybody. Take care. See ya.